Hey everybody, I'm coming making this video message to tell you they can copy, but you are the original. What does original mean? Original just means first or earliest or pre-existing from the beginning. That's what the definition of original is. And nowadays, in this hour, we are seeing a lot of people copy the original creators of something. Some of you all, you wrote a song and someone took the credit and stole the lyrics from your song. Some of you all, you may have created a rap album or an R&B album, and someone took the credit for, again, your lyrics or the music that was played for that particular track. They stole it from you and they took the credit. Some of you all, you may be a chef and you come up with various recipes. You have created a cookbook, and there is someone that was lingering around, maybe someone from your team, maybe someone that you are close friends with, or maybe someone who is more so like a distant associate, and they got wind of what you were doing. They liked what you were doing, and you allowed them to get close to you, and they took your idea. They took what you originally created first, and they turned it around and made it like it was their idea, their words, their book, their song, or their music. Even when it comes to hairstylists, there are so many new things that hairstylists and hair designers are doing. Even in a salon, you will see certain hairstylists come up with a method of putting in weave, putting in crochets, doing just different styles, and it could be another stylist that is eyeballing and watching you, and they will take that style and they will begin to do it on other people, and they will not tell people that you were the originator of it. They will not tell other people that they saw you do the style first. Some of you all, unfortunately, even with you coming up with an idea, you wrote a jingle, you wrote a song, you came up with a recipe, you came up with a particular dance move, you came up with a particular saying that you put on your social media, you came up with different memes that you share that are inspirational for different people. Whatever the case is, there are people who will come to steal the very baby that you bore. And the baby is just what you originally created. You will even share things on your social media platform, and someone will erase your name, or they will blot out your name, and they will screenshot it and then take what you typed and placed on your social media platform, and they will put it on theirs, and everybody will give them pats on the back. Everybody will tell them, oh wow, I needed this, you really came through for me, man, you can really write, you're really inspirational. And they will not give the original creator of who wrote that post credit. Now, all of us, we share memes. So I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about when you literally, you go up where your page is clear, it's white, and you type your own personal thoughts. That's more so what I'm referring to in that lane. It's your words, it's your thought, it's your idea. There are still people who will take that, screenshot it, remove your name or blot it out, and they will share it on their page, and people will think or believe that they were the originator of it. But in this video message, I am coming to tell you all, do not get discouraged by the people who are stealing your ideas, stealing your hairstyles, stealing your recipes, stealing your dance moves, stealing pages or lines out of the book that you wrote or the jingle that you wrote. Do not get upset and discouraged if you're in the studio and you're making a rap or R&B or even a gospel album, and there are people lingering around that took it before it hit the streams or before it hit the public, and they are taking credit for it. It becomes sad because there are even people out here, they will steal bits and pieces of your actual personality. If they don't really have a personality, or they are not a witty person, or they don't have a sense of humor, if you are the type of person who is witty, you are clever with your words, you are quick thinking, and you say particular things that make people chuckle or make people laugh, or it's uplifting, you will even have energy thieves that will watch and study your personality and how you speak and how you walk and how you act, even how you dress, your style, things that you created as a seamstress, dresses that you have sketched out, or the way that you dress and different stores that you go to buy particular suits or dresses or skirts and coats and jackets, and you just create your own style. There are some people who would sit back and watch that, study that, and they will steal your style from you, and they will begin to dress and look and talk and walk exactly like you. And they again will not give you credit. Now, let me say this. Every single person is inspired by someone. Some of us may be a little less inspired by people or a little more inspired by certain people. And we see different things that we love and that we like. And so if someone comes to you and they say, sis, I love the dress you have on, where did you get that? It's nothing wrong with telling someone what store you bought it out of, or where you got a particular purse or coat, or where you get your gym shoes or your heels from. It's nothing wrong with telling someone a particular place that you like to go, or a particular place that you like to travel. It is nothing wrong with that. But it becomes a problem when there are some people that every single thing you create, they take it. They take it, they steal it, and they lie and make it like it is their original thought, their original invention, their original style, their original sayings, their original jokes, their original idea for that particular hairstyle or dance or music or book or podcast or YouTube channel or gospel album. Even the way that you may preach and teach can be stolen by certain people who are sitting back in a cut studying and watching you. And sometimes when people don't really know who they are, or they don't necessarily have a personality, or their personality is not really big and bright, because they struggle with a lot of identity issues, they will begin to suck the original talent, skill, and the thoughts and style again of what the first person made or created. And what is the saying? They say imitation is the best form of flattery. And I'm going to be transparent for a minute. I have always gotten upset when I would hear people say that. It would actually, to be honest with you guys, it would make me angry because I felt like, how is this flattering? How is it flattering that someone came and they illegally took my personal private thoughts and feelings that I typed out and that I put on my social media platform? Certain things that I say to be funny. And now they're using it exactly what I say. Or I don't know how to draw, guys, but I know how to slightly sketch. And RIP to my mother. My mother, for some of you all, you know, my mother owned a business and my mother was a seamstress and designer. So I grew up with my mother making all types of dresses, coats, slacks. And so I have an eye for that. And those of you who have been following me on Instagram or Facebook for many, many years, you all have seen a lot of custom made dresses and skirts and jackets that I have worn, and I have designed them. I have sketched them, and I will go into a fabric store, pick out the fabric, and I would talk to a particular seamstress and tell them exactly how I wanted it made. Okay, I don't know how to sew. My mother tried to teach me how to do that. I wasn't really interested because it's very time consuming. But I have an eye for style. I know how to put different clothes and different things of that nature together. And like I said, I can sit down with someone that really knows how to draw, and I can literally tell them how I want something designed or how I want it made, and then I can pick the fabric and the different colors and the different decorations I want put on that particular outfit that I like designed and sat down with the sketch artist, and you guys get the point. And so people will begin to steal those things that you are originally creating. And when I saw that there were a few people that did that, I got upset about that. And if that is just a part of me being, I guess, immature and not understanding, honestly, then so be it. Because I learned something. And I see this happening, and I don't want to say this is a warning, but this is just a message to any one of you who is viewing this video message, or you know someone who loves to steal content, because there are people out here, they steal your content to make content. You see a lot of that on YouTube. You see a lot of that on Instagram. You see a lot of that on different podcasts. You see a lot of that on Facebook. You see a lot of that where people are running out of ideas. They get writer's block or whatever, and they will watch your content. They will watch what you are putting out, and they will take from what you originally posted and what you originally made and created, and it gives them content. And then they will go on their podcast. They will go on their TED Talk. They will go on their Facebook. They will go on their YouTube channel and actually try to recreate what you did first and what you originally came up with. But let me tell you guys what happens a lot of times, and this is why those of you who like to steal from original creators, those who like to study and you like to take from originators of whatever it is and make it your own, this is what happens sometimes, and this is why you have to be very careful. What ends up happening is that after a certain amount of time, when you are developing a personality that really originally is not yours, or you have posted so much of another person's idea and personal feelings and sentiments and thoughts and emotions, after a while of you stealing music from people or hairstyles from people or drawings and paintings from other people, and you try to recreate it when in reality it literally is not your lane, It is not your anointing. It is not your gift. It is not your talent. It is not your skill. It is not what God created you to do. There may be a time where you are called on a carpet to reproduce what people have watched you over time allegedly create. So if you are stealing the words from someone who literally is a writer, and you have been stealing their content and you have been screenshooting it and putting it on your page, you may be called to the carpet one day where you get an email or you get a phone call or you go to a church event and someone approaches you and they say, you know what, sis? You know what, bro? I like what you post. I like what you're talking about. Can you come speak at my wedding? Can you come speak at my bar mitzvah? Can you come speak at my uncle or aunt's or mother or father's funeral? Can you do that? And if you are not here, meaning God did not create you to be a speaker or an oracle, you will be in a position where you cannot reproduce because you have illegally taken from the originators of what it is you are stealing. That is my video message. We must stop taking things from people who originally did it first. If you are inspired by someone that posted something, or they're great at writing and cooking and drawing and painting and dancing and singing or sewing, whatever it is, stop being afraid and too prideful to tell other men and women, you know what? I like your style. You know what? I like how you talk. You're a great speaker. You know what? You're a really great cook. You know what, sis or brother, because men do hair too. I like the method that you use to do the hairstyles that you do. I like the techniques that you use. Can you teach me? You all are not humble enough. Unfortunately, this generation is just so, as the Bible says, lofty, meaning you're high and lifted up. You guys are just so high and lifted up. You do not like telling people that you dig what they do. What you do is, some of you all, you sit back and watch what people do and how they are, and you take it for yourself out of insecurity, out of pride, out of greed, and out of envy, and you try to make it your own. But I say to you all in love, I say this in love, men and women who are watching me, I tell you, you know what? Start telling people that you love what they do. Start telling people, you know, I've been watching you. I want to learn how to do that particular thing you're doing. Can you teach me? Can you show me? And guess what? If you choose to not ever make it known that you are watching people who are inspirational to you and people that you like what they offer the world or what they offer the masses, just be careful, because you may be put in a position where someone calls you out. Someone calls you on the carpet, and the very thing that you've been stealing from other people, you will be challenged, you will be tested, or you will be directly asked to reproduce what it is that people believe you are. If you know you did not write a particular song and you are asked to come to the studio and write, you're going to sit there stuck and make a fool of yourself. If you tell people that you cook because you wrote a book from ideas and recipes you stole from someone else, you may be asked to come to someone's house or make a particular recipe or bake a particular cake that's extravagant. And if you are not the originator of it, but you're reposting this stuff and someone is offering you money or they're offering to fly you out somewhere, or they're offering for you to even come speak. Now that's dangerous, because if I originally wrote something and you take what I wrote and what I put out and you put it on your page, and someone is asking you to come speak at a wedding or a funeral or a graduation, whatever, when you are standing there, a lot of you all are going to be stuck and caught up because you will not be able to reproduce. Stop making it like you are the originator of certain things. You have to tap into who you really are. You have to go to God and ask, what are my gifts? God, what are my talents? What are my skills? What have you created me to do? That is what the video message is. Guys, there is so much more that I have that I want to teach you, that I want to speak to you about, and that I want to show you. But this is something that has been in my spirit and in my heart for so long. For years I have sat on this. And now is the time and the season for me to bring it forward and talk about it. Stop stealing from other people who are the originators of whatever talent, skill, or whatever lane of creativity they are sharing with the world. And if you dig what other people are doing, don't be so uppity and smug and arrogant and scared to go and tell people you like what they're doing. This generation hates to give people credit. It takes nothing away from you. It takes nothing away from you. And I say this humbly and I say it in love. It takes nothing away from you. But it's dangerous, because when you are putting yourself out there, making people think that you truly are a songwriter, or you truly are a rapper, or you truly are a cook, or you truly are a dancer, or you truly are a speaker, it may be a time where you are called on the carpet, or you are invited to a major event, and you are asked to reproduce what it is people think you truly reproduce, but you really know that you don't. That's the video message. Well, guys, I know it's a sad time for you, but I gotta go. The Lord willing, I will be back with another video message. If any one of you have been offended by anything I spoke about in this video message, it's okay. It's all right. I'm not concerned, because I know you will forgive me in the morning.